the sooner you realize, the better it is. So it's not my job to come and grab them out of that. There's something I need to learn, so I will go through the same test until I learn it. Be the driver of your actions, not a passenger of your desires. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a very long time. I want to say I'm sorry, but at the same time I'm not sorry, okay? Because I have been busy with so many things in my life, and I'm not also gonna say I didn't try to make other videos. I did, but now me thinks that they're not me anymore. So until I will figure out me and what I want to do from now on, I made this thing in my journal, which I believe it's gonna make a good video. Not only a video, actually, it's just like something I want to put out there, because if younger me would have loved to watch such a video, so I can learn things from. It's not something new, but it's something that changes from a person to a person and from experience to another. So I just want to say, let's just get in the video. Yeah, I was not writing this down before me turning 25. No, I actually did. I took a very good time with it. So it's written on 2nd December 2025. Today it's 7th February 2026. And I have been having some ideas, some thoughts. I was deleting something, adding something. I wanted to take my time with it because I was like, this is gonna be me in 25 points. I don't know how to even give an intro to this video and say, what is this, why I made it, anything like that. I just will say that this is going to be a 25 things I want to say to someone that is younger than me, so that they will realize these things. Maybe this is a message to my younger self too. So yeah, I guess number one is investing time and energy in myself before other people. I don't mean you being selfish. No. The energy and time you have to be your first priority, then other people will come. Why? What I mean by that, if you're not fulfilled, if you're not full of yourself, and by full of yourself, I mean you're happy, how can you give something you're lacking? So it's not being selfish, it's more about you caring about yourself, so you could care about others too. 2, setting boundaries, because that's something that nowadays it's so hard to set, but it's so necessary to be set, because people around you in social media and in real life, they think they're allowed to come and put their nose in your life, and you're not allowed to say anything because what is yours is them too, because that's what they think. But no, there are people, they will disrespect you with the name of, I care about you, I love you, I know what is good for you. No, because if I haven't asked it from you to give me that advice, you're not allowed to disrespect me in the name of advice, in the name of you love me, in the name of you care for me, in the name of you know what is best for me. So setting boundaries to let people know, hello, you're allowed to come into my life, but there are a line you're not allowed to cross, because this is me and my life. And no matter who you are at the end of the day, you're not allowed to cross that from here to here until I will allow you. So 3 is me taking a few steps back all the time in a situation, in a friendship, in a relationship, even in my job. Am I doing things right, or has things been going well around me? Am I being treated well? And get yourself out of the box you're living in, so you can see what is happening inside the box, because while you are in the box, in the situation, you can't see what is right and what is wrong. But when you're out of it, you know what is right and wrong. and you can tell what is a red flag, what is a bad thing for you, and what is a green flag. So to take a few steps back and analyze everything so you know if you could continue or you should not continue. 4 is plan secretly. And by plan secretly, I mean that you don't talk about your plans until there are results. Why? We're not going to connect this with evil eye. We're not going to connect this about me having trust issues. No. It's more about the motivation and the energy you have while you are planning for this, or you want a specific goal, and how it's going to be spreading around you. Well, the more you talk about it. So the more you say it, the more you talk about it. Oh my God, I don't know how to express this. There will be less motivation and energy towards this thing that you are planning to achieve. Even if it's with your parents, even if it's with people that you know they have good intentions towards you. Oh my God, no. Let me rephrase this. It's not about the people you're talking about it to. It's about the energy and motivation you're going to give it to them. Yes. So, plan, write down your goals, but you don't need to talk about them 24/7. Hey, I want to do this. I want to reach there. I want to achieve that. No. When you do it, show them what you did. 5, believing in your own razaq. Because in Islam, we know that what is mine is going to be mine. It's going to come for me at the end of the day. If it's today, tomorrow, after 10 years or 20 years. And we also believe that something, if it's not mine, even if it was in my hands and I was holding tight into it, it's going to go away one day. It's going to vanish. It's going to go to the person that it belongs to. I really love this because it's making human beings not have their eyes on other people's things, and also not be, how can I explain this thing? It's gonna make them have two things, two feelings. Is it feelings? Being content of what they have, يعني قناعتي أنا ببويها أنا. And it's going to also make them believe that چاویان لەسەر شتی تر نەبێت لە کەسانی ترە هەیە لە بەرەوەی ئەگەر خوا بۆ ئانی نووسیبێ. It's gonna come at the end of the day. But if it's not there, خوا نەینووسیوە بۆیان, هەرچیە بکەن هەر نایە. 6, what do you want? You should be it. And if we're talking about relationship, if we're talking about friendship, if we're talking about a family, everywhere, you have to be what they deserve to be with. Is that making sense? If I want someone who is close to Allah, I have to try my best to be close to Allah, because of someone who is close to Allah, why would they ever want to be with someone who is far from Him? If I want to be with someone who's confident, why am I so insecure about myself and my abilities? Because how can I be with someone who is confident while I'm this way? 7, doom scrolling ruins your brain. Oh my God. Oh my God. I really hate to admit this, but this is the truth. So while I was studying for my MA exam to be accepted in MA, I deleted all my social media. I was only having Snapchat, I think. Yeah, only Snapchat left in my phone, and YouTube. I deleted all my social media, and oh my God, it was hard, to be honest, but when I'm telling you the amount of times I picked up my journal and I wrote down things that I'm thinking about, the way it made me be critical towards everything in my life, to rethink about everything I have chosen in my life. It's like I was more aware of what I'm being surrounded. Is that the right word to say it? It opened my eyes more of what I have chosen in my life, who I have given it access to in my life, and what am I doing in my life? Is that what am I doing? Yeah, I guess that's the word. Bro, I hate to admit this, but social media is designed to kill here. Okay? Period. Is it 7? No. 8. Everything is good for me. I love this. I love this. It was so hard for me to learn this, but the more I view life this way, the more I'm being happy about everything that's happening in my life, and the more understanding I am of everything that's happening in my life. I believe, or this might be even the truth, but I believe that it's only me who decides to see good and bad things. While if I could view, which astaghfirullah, I don't mean I can, but if I could view from the perspective of God while He's writing down my story, He is choosing everything for my favor. He's choosing everything that's good for me. So it's only me who writes down what is good and what is bad for me, while everything is good for me. Even if something that I see it bad, it's not bad. All of the things that's happening to me that I am saying it's good or bad, they're trying to make a better version of me. I love this. Like, oh my God, this made my mentality to go from, it shifted my mentality completely from me living in a victim mentality that, oh my God, why every bad thing is happening to me, to being like, Alhamdulillah, everything is working for me. And that's the truth. 9. Always the plan of my creator over the plan that I have set for myself. Because at the end of the day, I know nothing about my future, while God knows everything about my life. Not only He knows about it, He wrote it. So who am I to be pissed or be mad at the fact that something I have said, it didn't work out? If it didn't work out my way, it worked out in God's way. Alhamdulillah. That's even better. It's like my choice and His choice. What is my choice compared to His choice? 10. My journey, my pace. Because no matter what you're gonna do, you will always reach a place that even if everything is perfect, you will see someone that's better than you. But come and look back what you went through and what they went through. So don't ever compare your journey and how fast you're going in your journey in your life and what are your achievements to another person, even if they are the same age of yours. No. We're all different. We have different mentalities, and that's how Aslan God created us. So I will end up in a different place, you will end up in a different place, and we might end up in the same place, but in different ways. Because everyone's life is different, everyone's situation is different, everything that they have been through is different from one another. I would prefer me comparing the present me to the past me and see how far I have come. Because this is the same version or the same person who went through the same situation. You see? But we made adjustments, we made edits of what we like, what we don't like, what should continue with us to the next year, what should not, and so on. You can compete with yourself, but don't compete with other people because everyone is different. 11. Stand with the right side always, even if it costs you everything. And by that I mean you knowing that something is haq. That's it. Tawal. No discussion in that. But people around you or people in your society and whatever you're following, your deen even, they're not following that. But you know so damn well this is the truth, this is the right thing. You're going to always stand for that. Just because some other person or some other people, they don't believe in that, that doesn't make it less true or less haq. For example, the thing that happened in Rojava. Free Rojava and Rojalat, by the way. I don't know if you're hearing any sound or what, but we're cleaning the house, so ignore the sound and focus on my voice. I'm sorry. Anyhow, we reached 12, which is never take things for granted, because we don't know what we're having is going to last for how long and when it's going to vanish and it's gonna go away from us. If it's about people, if it's about things, if it's about situation, everything. So always appreciate everything you have, no matter what. Appreciate it before it just goes away and then you regret not appreciating it while it was existing or while you were living in that situation. And everything, as I said, I mean by that, people before they die, if it's about a situation before it finishes or it vanishes, or if it's about something before it disappears, everything like so. Don't take things for granted. 13, which I have been this way my whole life, but I have never noticed how people really need that until I was the one who actually needed, which is being positive. Sometimes you will face people that they have been through a lot that day, but you being nice to them, yeah, exactly, nice to them. But if you be nice to them, I don't know, just smile. Just tell them that, hello, I like your outfit, you look so cute. Hey, you look so pretty today. It costs you nothing, but also it's gonna be a lot for them. As I said, I look, it's my nature in me to always smile and to always be like a ball of positivity around me, but I have never noticed how effective that is on the people around me until they have verbally told me that, oh, this thing you did, it actually affected me. So, and it's like I never knew what was I doing. And just like you, if you do it, you don't know what you're doing and you think it's nothing, but it is something a lot and huge for them. So it's like, be generous about the positivity you have in you, because there are people, they would crave for a zarra of that positivity that you have or the smile that you have. 14, work on your heart, not only outer you, because your heart, I don't mean by this, I mean the heart, it's like inner you actually. Make that pretty by having empathy, by being very kind. I don't mean also being kind and to a level that you will be used. No, I mean by kind, you being generous, you being content, you being grateful, you being it's like everything that is good, because it's gonna reflect the outer you too automatically. Subhanallah. I'm so sure you have met people that they're just lovable. They're just pretty with no effort. And it's not with no effort. It's because they have put the work that they're supposed to give on the outside, they give it to the inside. And it changes outside completely. And I think in Islam we have, in like some people we see them and they're like Nurat al subhanallah. Why does that happen? Because the effort and the work they have put in them, it's gonna reflect to outside and it shows why they are this way. And when you sit and have a conversation with them, you will know the reason. But it's just like, that matters more than this. Because that's gonna make up for this. But this is not gonna make up for that. 15. Learn to let go. As I said previously, that things that are meant for you, it's gonna stay with you. Things that are not meant for you, they're not gonna stay no matter how tight you're gonna hold on to them. And I'm sure that each one of us has been through a situation or a friendship or anything in life, a connection with the people that we really want that to happen, but it's not happening. But you have to learn, especially with people, that each people has a part in your history. It's like there's a specific chapter they need to be there for you. It's either they teach you a lesson or they take you from a level to another level of yourself. And then they will just vanish. And you have to know when it's the time of them to vanish, you let go and you go easy on yourself. If that person is vanishing through them going out of your life or dying. Accepting to let go makes a huge difference of how you view life, of how you view your deen also, because what are you holding on to while it has never been yours? Or it was never written for it to stay longer than that. 16. Never look down on anyone because life is like a wheel. Oh my god, I love this. You know how did I understand this whole thing and it hit me? I was watching an episode of Dunya Decoded. I love that. And Osama Shurafa was saying, I think a teacher or some scholar, I don't know who told him, okay, that don't make fun of anyone because this or today you're here, but one day you will be there. Or don't judge or don't make fun of anyone because you don't know. Life is like a wheel, and one day you will be at your best while someone is at their worst, and then subhanallah, it's gonna turn upside down. You're gonna be at your worst and they're gonna be at their best, and what you made fun of, now they will have the right to make fun of you too. So don't ever look down on anyone or judge. 17. By the way, I wrote 17 and I wrote 22 in 2 different days, okay? But I realize that they both are belonging to the same idea. That doesn't mean that I have made 2 points that they talk about the same subject, 2 different points. No, I've mixed them both and I wrote another extra one. Anyhow, relearn everything about your religion, your beliefs, your history, and your routine. You never know what wrongs you are doing unless you start questioning them. 22. Never let anyone be your source of information or something, but you always do the research for yourself. By that I mean, we are taught so many things about so many things around us in the wrong way. If it's about my religion, if it's about the foods that I'm eating, if it's about the routine I'm following, if it's about the beliefs I'm having, if it's about the life I'm living, every single thing. And nowadays we're discovering so many things that it's not like we have been brainwashed, but it's like we were taught in the wrong way. Because, bro, to be honest, they didn't have enough source of information like we do. So go read, go discover, question things. And that's something Aslan God is asking you to do. Question things, go after them to know what is right and what is wrong, because you have been following wrong things. And you have been told wrong things. Know where and who are your source of information. Don't just follow things blindly, but question them and know the reason behind them. 18. Live in the moment. Because I am owning this moment right now. I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, and I also can't change the past. But I have this moment that I'm going to be able to undo the past and make a change in the future that I don't know. Live in the moment, enjoy the moment, be present. Don't be always attached to the past. That's never gonna change. You can't do nothing about it. Or be always absent because you're always in the future or worried about a future. You don't know where you're gonna end up. You don't even know if you're gonna live tomorrow. You really don't. You are not guaranteeing another moment. Right now it's 5:52 p.m. Yeah, that was a sign I silenced my phone. So 5:52, I'm not guaranteeing 5:53. That's how it works. Hello. What are you worried about when you don't know if you're gonna live the next hour or the next minute? 19. Satisfy only Allah and not His abd. I don't know how to. Okay, yeah. Satisfy only Allah and not His servants. Is that right word? Since we're living in a society, which I hate, how they have mixed between religion and society, and they gave you the religion that's mixed up with the society because they have made edits that they want. They have been telling you what is haram and what is halal based on what they want to make it halal and haram for you, or how they want to limit you, or it's like they don't want you to be out of that box or the expectation that they have set for you. Don't follow that religion, or don't follow that man-made religion. That's the correct way to say it. Follow the religion, not the man-made religion. This is hard. This is very hard because, to be honest, at this point, until this point, it's so hard for me to do something and choose something because I'm like, who are they? Why should I care about satisfying them while I have not someone, my God, to satisfy? Always Him and not the servants. 20. The energy you put out there, God is gonna give it back to you. So if you're being good, you give out and you are having good intentions, good will come to you eventually. But if you're doing something even good with the bad intention in you and say, I did good, but you didn't have a very good intention with it, it's not gonna come. It's gonna come back the way that your intention was. So be good with your intentions while you're doing a good action or whatever you put out there in the world. If it's with a human being, with an animal, with a thing, be good and have a good intention while you're doing the good. It's gonna come back to you no matter what. Even if it's not here, in the akhirah it's gonna come back. 21. Don't be distracted and be aware. I have to take a breath while I'm saying this and hold your hand. This world is designed to distract you from the real purpose that you are here for. Recent things that was happening around the world, if you go from the files to the things in Iran, to Rojava, to Israel, everything is designed to distract you, to make so many to make so many noises that's gonna distract you from whatever you're doing and be busy with very useless things. I don't mean that their cases are useless. No, we have to put a good amount of attention on those because, oh my God, bad things are happening in the world. But don't let that distract you and spend all your time scrolling and to know about some kind of news and to be sad and let that sad energy in the phone be transferred to you. You see? Because that's the whole purpose. This world is designed to distract you, to ruin you, to limit you, to take your time so you don't have time for the things that actually matter. And if you let that happen, you're giving them your life like this. But if you don't let that happen, you're going to understand what's actually happening. 22. Be the driver of your actions, not a passenger of your desires, which is your nafs and controlling it. So I have written also down that your biggest enemy is your nafs. The more you let it control you, the more you will be far from your purpose. But the more you take control over it, the more you will be closer to your purpose and goal. So your biggest enemy can be yourself. Because where does self-doubt comes from? Where does you feeling unworthy comes from? You having anxiety or you being insecure towards some things comes from, it comes from inner you. So the more you let those parts of you, because it is existing in every single human being in the world, if you let those control you, then it's going to take over the other parts that are fighting against that. So this way, you're not going to be able to achieve anything in this life. You're not going to be able to move a step out of your comfort zone. 23. And this was a very hard pill to swallow. You can't heal or help everyone. Because I don't know if this comes from my people-pleasing personality, or it comes from the side of me that I want to see people be better. I don't know. But I have always wanted to help people to be better. I'm like, if I know this piece of information, you should know it too. Because it helped me well, so it might help you too. But what we don't understand is that there are some specific people in the world, a very huge amount nowadays, they adore living in the victim mentality. They love to stay in that situation and keep complaining about it because that has become a part of their personality. If they leave that, what will they have? So at this point, you have to understand that this is not my job to heal them. This is not my job to go in every single time advise them because it's gonna be useless. And at this point, I have reached a point, I'm not going to let my advices out unless someone comes and asks for it. I don't mean that it's something that's so huge, I'm not gonna give it to other people. No. But nowadays, as I said, a lot of people are enjoying living in victim mentality. They enjoy living in a dark spot of their life and making that what their whole world is revolving around it. Like, I know we all go through something. We all are having a trauma in our life. There's a point that it broke us apart different ways. And I'm not going to compare mine to yours because we're all different in that. But we're not going to let my whole life revolve around a specific point that happened in my life. This is a part of my life, not my whole life. So there are people that enjoy living that so much that they don't want to leave it. So it's not my job to come and grab them out of that. It's not my job to come and throw advices at them for waiting for the day that's gonna work out, because it's not gonna work out until something shifts in their brain that, hello, what I'm living in, it's wrong. I'm not supposed to be living this way. As I said, this is only a station of my life. This is not my whole life. So it's not my job. It's not on me to help and heal everyone. As I said, that depends on the type of help and heal. Because you try, but if it didn't work out, oh, I'm taking maybe 10 steps back because I've tried my best and that was my best. It's depending on you if you want to change here. So you take that advice or you take the help that I'm offering. 24. Your patterns are a reflection of inner you. I love this. I love this because it's gonna take so much time for you to analyze your patterns and what you're choosing in life and how much it's repeating itself. If it's about people in your life, it's about situations you're attracting to your life and everything. And then you find out, hello, it was never about the people around me or the situations I was putting myself into. It was about me. It was about inner me. And it's for, like, you know what? The moment you realize it, it's so funny. But the moment you realize it, that's the moment your whole world is gonna shift into something else. So, whatever pattern you're having in your life and it's continuing to be the same way, it's repeating itself, it shows that there is something in you that needs to be healed either or changed, or a lesson you need to learn. Oh, that day I think I was listening to Leila when she said this. By the way, Leila is one of my favorite podcasters. I think podcasters, that's how you call it. A girl who records her podcast with her family members, especially her dad. I love her. I love her. Okay? She's my favorite part about YouTube. So I think it was her who said something. They said that I believe that God is gonna send you, or it will put you in the same situation until you learn the lesson. And if you see yourself still living that mistake, you're like, I learned, but you didn't learn enough. You didn't learn that lesson that you're supposed to learn. That's why you keep repeating that thing. It's like you repeat the same mistake until you learn the lesson that you're supposed to learn. And I love that. I'm like, oh my God, you're so right. Like, there's something I need to learn, so I will go through the same test until I learn it. And then something shifts. SubhanAllah. So yeah. So lastly, finally, this 25. I have talked about this and I made a whole video about this, which is your job is only a part of your life. It's not your whole life. It's a part of your life. Your job is a part of your personality, but it's not your whole personality. So who are you if I take that job out of you? Who are you? Don't let your whole world revolve around your job, because at the time you will realize this or know this, it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be very late. So the sooner you realize, the better it is. The easier it is to get to know yourself. So who are you if I take that job from you? Give me the answer of that actually in the comments. I would love to know that. And for the people who are students, who are you if you're out of school? School doesn't exist. Let's imagine. Who are you if you're not a student? Because it's crazy how this is only a point of our life, but we make our whole life revolve around that point. That's everything about this episode. And oh, we have updated. Okay, so this is everything about this video, and I enjoyed every single second of it, and I hope you did too. Tell me in the comments what do you want to make, what do you want me to make next time, inshallah. And I will be seeing you in the next video. I hope very soon, please. Let's hope that it's 2026 too. Yeah, have a very great day and be safe. Goodbye. And I forgot to tell you that excuse me if you don't like the quality or the sound of the whole video, because I have not used a mic, and I shooted this on my iPad. Why? Because I have zero storage here. Yeah, what matters is the message, you see? Yeah.